Work in many countries across Europe gave me a knowledge which is priceless. I was a simple worker first, then I became a contractor and developer. I realized that every year the population of people who can afford his own property is in decrease. The worst happened in last few years. As a builder, I felt this very tough. From being a rich guy in 2008, I began to be a bankrupt in 2012. This story has many across the world these days. People are afraid to buy a land, to buy a property, to build a house because they often don't know what's going to happen next month. What if I tell you that I found a solution? What if I tell you that I found a way? The way which takes you to a new point of view. What if I tell you that to possess your own properties is even closer than have ever been before? There is of course staying open-minded and courage required. We all can't give up. Life is not for waiting what is government going to do. Don't be a foolish anymore. Don't let the banks, contractors, developers take your money away from you. I know how much money you can save. I know the situation from my own experience. The way I'm going to tell you is simple instruction how to. It is guide how to build a house by yourself. Perhaps now you are thinking, what is this freak talking about? How can I find the time to build a house if I'm working every day? The answer is easy. You don't have to build a property using your own hands. Just use your brain and wisdom, that's all. Presently you are probably convinced that an experienced builder is required to build a house. I'm here to prove that you are wrong. I will show you a story. The story of building one property. Chapter 3. The reinforcement of continuous footing. In the previous chapter I said that before we will set the framework tightly, we must make a few things before. Those things are the reinforcement and earthing of the building. On the movie you can observing now a few kind of reinforcements. How it is done? First of all, you must follow your building project. There are exactly drawings showing a shape and materials you have to use. This is different for particular projects. In my case, it is made with 4 rivet bars, 12 mm thick. Those are joined by 6 mm stirrups every 15 cm. Cross section of reinforcements is 15 by 20 cm. This is a very common shape, perhaps the most common for a continuous footing. On the corners, bars must be bent or forced by additional short ones, pieces of steel. Footings under the reinforced concrete pillar are made with rivet bars mesh. When everything is inside, we can start bonding. For this purpose, we'll use a special wire and simple steel device, which you can see now on the movie. Next move is an earthing of the building. In this purpose, we'll use a special wire which is used in cooperage. I don't know how exactly they call it. There are 2 right methods to fix it. First one you can see now. The builders have to wrap a wire around reinforcement without cutting it. This is the longer way and more difficult, but only one if you haven't a current on the building site yet. Other way is enough to weld 1 bar around foundations. Now stuff which must be inside is done. We can start strengthening the framework by screwing a small boards on the top. On the bottom we have already screwed 3-dot rods, but it's good in some special places strew a sand. Before we'll start pouring a concrete, we have to make sure that the reinforcement is raised about 5 cm above the concrete sleeper. Thanks for watching, see you soon in the next chapter, where we'll pour a strip foundations.